Hey YouTube, um, just wanted to show you what I just picked up from SilverGoldBull.com. This is probably I'd say maybe my 20th order, something like that, in the past 3 years. They're the best that I've found in Canada. They have the lowest price, the cheapest shipping, and the options for payment are the best. I usually pay um, by email money transfer, or sorry, by bill pay, and there's no charge for doing that. They get the funds either the same day or the next day, and ships out shortly after that. So this is a package that is a little different than the usual stuff that I order. Um, I've usually been ordering maples, and for the past year or so, I've been ordering eagles because I wanted to have some eagles. Kind of wanted to speculate on whether there's going to be a rush into eagles by Americans as the U.S. dollar starts to tank over the next couple of years. So, I mean, most of my stack is maples, but I do have some eagles. And this time around, I also bought some. I ordered some silver bullets, silver shield coins. They're basically generic bullion, but they have an interesting story behind them, and Chris Dwayne is quite an interesting character. Check out his videos online. I've got all of those coins, and I think we're on the 10th one now. But anyway, so I already kind of uh, cut through the box. It's hard to get into these with one hand, so I kind of did that beforehand. Let's have a look and see what we have inside. So you can see that, first of all, the package is very heavy. I always get some looks when I go to the post office with these things because it's so small a package, but it weighs so much. Um, so it's packed really well with this paper stuff. I can feel that there's some coins in here. Let's have a look at those first and see what we've got. And the single coins always ship in a little flip case. These look like eagles again. That's a 2011. Yep. Looks like billion uncirculated. No toning. Those are 2010. And we've got a 2010. Like a couple coins here. They're both 2010 as well. And these are also 2010. So I actually paid about maybe 50 cents less, or maybe a little more than that, 60 cents less than the regular price for silver eagles. And I'm impressed because, they're advertised as having scuff, stings, or whatever. But, I mean, just because they're not in mint tubes direct from the mint, I mean, they're in the exact same condition. They don't come from the mint in mint condition either. And you save some money on that. So I might buy more of these in the future. So, let's see what else we have here. I ordered a bunch of tubes to put these in, which were I think $1.20 each, something like that. So there's the empty tubes. Hard to get in there with one hand. There's actually a full tube, so we'll look at that in a minute. But there's another empty tube, and there's another full tube, and there's another empty tube. And this tube looks like it has coins in it as well. So this is interesting. I didn't know this, but I bought, I think it was 69 ounces of silver eagles, and I actually bought, I paid extra for these cases for them to ship in, and they actually gave me free cases with them, so now I have these. Looks like I'm going to have some extra cases, which is great. So there's no charge. You get a lower price on them, and than buying one at a time, and you also get free tubes with them when you buy a multiple of 20, I guess. So these have a D on them, so I guess that means that they're there's something different about them. They've got coins in them. So let's have a look at those. They kind of have this strapping plastic tape over the top of them to hold the top on. Okay, kind of tough to pop off with your fingernails, so I usually use a knife. There we go. So let's see what we have in here. Like I said, I don't really care too much about things. This is just generic bullion. Looks like 2011. Great shape. Have never been touched. Very nice. Some poor sap who bought these in 2011 at 40 bucks is now I'm getting them for 22, I guess, or whatever. So it looks like this whole case, or this whole tube is 2011s. So I'm just gonna pop the other ones open. I'm very curious to see if this, if we're gonna get some toned, tarnished, dinged, whatever, coins like that. Because from what I see here, these are all brilliant uncirculated, have never been touched. If that's the case all the time, then I'd be happy to buy these at 50, 60, 70 cents less than the brand new Eagles. Because if you've ever tried to sell Eagles in bulk or any kind of government coin, they really don't care what year they are or really the condition, for the most part. If you sell them to dealers, it might be different at a local coin store, when they're trying to sell them for people who are buying them one at a time or whatever. But if you sell them in bulk, which I plan to someday, I think that there's going to be a big blow-off in the silver market sometime in the next maybe 5 to 7 years, and you're going to need to sell quick. You're not going to be able to fool around looking for private buyers or whatever. So I'm going to be selling these in bulk. So it's good to know that I'm not paying extra for something that I'm not going to get my return out of that by buying the nice new shiny rounds. So this is another tube. Looks like 2011s as well. Very nice. Eagles are really nice coins. Amongst the nicest government bullion coins. There's one more tube to look at here. Let's pop off the top here. Inside here. And again, looks like 2011s, and they're all in brilliant uncirculated condition. No toning whatsoever. Perfect. So there are the... So I'm going to take a look at some of the other things that I picked up here. We've already taken a look at the Eagles. I have 69 Eagles here, 69 ounces. Bunch of empty tubes. So I'm really curious to see what these the new Silver Bullet, Silver Shield rounds look like. So yes, this is the new 25th anniversary maple, silver maple. It's a nice looking coin. Actually, it's very nice looking. 2013, they just came out maybe a week ago or whatever. $1 or two more than the silver maple, but I would just like to have one of these kind of coins to add to my collection. This is one of the new SilverGoldBull Silver Shield rounds. We've got a Centurion, something like that on the front. You can read the description of these coins online, and there's a lot going on in the imagery and the symbolism on these coins. So definitely check that out. These coins are really unique. They're a lot more interesting than the sort of standard generic bullion for sure. And like I said, I've got all of them. I started collecting from the beginning. I've been reading crystalline stuff for about maybe 3 years now, since it first came out with that big article on the SilverGoldBull, the Silver Shield. He's a really smart guy. So that's one of the rounds. This is the 6 Emperor Tyrannus coin. Again, a lot of symbolism in this coin. There's a trivium shield. I can't recall the exact symbolism, what all this stuff means, but I remember reading it a couple of weeks ago, and it's pretty cool stuff. This is the Morgan round, one of the, I think it's the second coin in the Zombux series. I've got the first one, and this is pretty interesting. Sort of like the Morgan silver dollar, except the woman is, of course, a zombie or a skeleton. Kind of cool. 1 ounce. And this is interesting. It's a little larger than normal rounds. It's a 2 ounce Freedom Girl, and it's bigger than the standard round. You can see it's probably about 1/4 of an inch wider. It's not very well from that angle. Maybe if I set them on top, you can see it a little better. If I line them up edge to edge, you can see that the Freedom Girl is about 1/4 of an inch bigger. It's also thicker as well. It needs to be a little bit thicker. So this reminds me of a coin that's pretty popular in Canada, the 1976 $10 Montreal Olympics coin. It's almost exactly the same size and physical weight in my hand. This, of course, is pure silver, 0.999. The Canadian version of that 1976 coin is sterling. It's 92.5. I've got tons of those coins that I picked up when silver was between $7 and $12 a few years ago, maybe around 2007, 2006. So that's it for the round. Let's have a look and see what else is in here. I think we just have maybe one more. Oh yeah, so this is some airtights that I ordered to hold some of the coins, and all of these coins I ordered with airtights just because I like to keep them nice and protected. Because I do keep these, and I display these. This is the only bullion that I really keep in my home. Is about 60 ounces of these interesting rounds. The rest of them are in private depositories. 2 of them, 2 different private depositories. I would never keep bullion in my home, a large amount of bullion, or in a bank. For obvious reasons, I guess. So that's it for this. That's it for this unboxing. This is what I ordered from SilverGoldBull this time. I'm really happy with my order, and I will be ordering again probably in the next month or 2. And I'll talk to you then. You know, I just realized as I was checking the order here that there's one more piece that is probably the coolest piece in this order, actually. It's a 5 ounce Trivium Silver Bullet Silver Shield round, and I mean that is a really cool coin. It's 5 ounces. This is the BU version, bullion uncirculated. There's also a proof version, but I don't bother with the proof versions of coins unless I can get them at spot or just a little bit above. Just compare the size of that to the 1 ounce round. I mean, it's about twice as wide and twice as thick. That feels cool in your hand. And I ordered with an airtight. That was, I think, $2. This is, I think it was $120, $116. Well worth it. It was just a little bit above the cheapest generic bullion, and I mean, that is a looker. It was a really cool piece. So I'll definitely be ordering more of these. These are really cool. They remind me of a 10-ounce silver maple that I have that was produced in the 90s. And it's a similar size, but it's about twice as thick. It's a huge silver maple. So that's it for now, YouTube. I'll show you some cool silver next time I post. Thanks.